Tenants pay utilities, so why does the electricity show up on the T12? Well, the landlord has his own meter as well. The parking lot for common areas, offices, and also the landlord is responsible for vacant units. Make sure that if you're paying the utilities or you have units that are individually metered and the person moves out and there's nobody in there, you have to get a landlord rate. They keep it very low, and so you can save money. You have to notify the electric company to put the vacant unit in your name, and they give you a discount. Water and sewer are always a responsibility of the landlord. Now, there are ways that you can bill back for it, but it's always the landlord's responsibility to pay the water and the sewer. And here's why. If you don't pay the water, who comes a knocking? Who comes knocking? Let's see who figures it out first. Trash is usually the responsibility of the landlord, but you can do a little bill back on that one as well. And even with the landlord paying the trash and the water and sewer, if the tenants pay the gas or electric, we call it a tenant paid property, because typically for the lights and the gas and the heat that the tenant is paying for. So we call that a tenant paid property, tenant paid utility. Okay, let me see if I got it. Nope, let me go back one. The answer is, who comes knocking when the water gets shut off? Board of Health. And they'll shut you down. They'll shut you down. They'll put you, and here's another thing too. Keep this in mind. If you're having problems with your property and you got a dog of a property and you got, banks breathing down your neck and the banks, wanting their money and you're having troubles and it's a landlord paid utility property. If you don't pay the utilities, the bank will file an emergency receivership order with the local court and get a receiver in there to take over the property immediately. Immediately. That's how fast the bank will move to protect their collateral. So if you're ever in a situation like that, that's what's going to happen. So always make sure you get enough. Hey, like I always say, multifamily is a business. If you run out of cash, you're out of business. So always make sure that you have enough on reserve so that you never get in that situation.